Look abroad, that's the message to businesses in the region, with a target for firms here to double exports by 2020.
Well, currently the Midlands ranks 4th in the national table of top regional exporters, with 7,000 firms trading overseas. But for the past 3 years there's been a steady growth. So who's selling what and to where? Sarah Falkland reports.
Muffins baked in Warsaw, sold to the Americans. Espresso machines manufactured in Birmingham, sold to the Italians. 2 Midlands firms doing the export equivalent of selling ice to the Eskimos. But that's not the whole picture. Perfection Cakes export to 11 other countries, Frappuccino to over 50.
Turnover now, 25% of that is export and growing. We're hoping to hit by this time next year about a third of the business, so 33% of our business will be export, and over the next 3 to 4 years to try and get it so it's 50% UK, 50% export.
We may have increased exports from the Midlands quarter on quarter since 2009, but we and the rest of the UK are still lagging behind.
In Europe, 1 in 4 businesses export. In the UK, it's only 1 in 5. In places like Germany, it's 1 in 3. So you can see that there's a real opportunity for us to get more companies exporting, and that's what's going to drive growth.
So where are we currently exporting to? Well, nearly half Midlands exports go to Europe, 22% to Asia and Oceania, 16% to America. The biggest growth areas are Russia and China. Jaguar Land Rover has gone a long way to making ours the only region in the country exporting more to the Chinese than we import. It exports 80% of its production, and it's a quality British product. According to this Birmingham export advisor, therein lies the key to success.
People forget that our biggest selling point is Britain, made in Britain. Because we live in this country, we don't appreciate it. But if you go to Italy, you know what they like best? Made in UK, made in Britain. If you go to India, they feel an alliance to the British because of our cultural links.
Perfection Foods export label, the Chelsea Bakery. Last year they saw business grow by 40%, largely because of exports. After 2 years of market research, they chose Malta as their first foreign market. Trade with Libya followed quite by chance with the collapse of Gaddafi's regime.
Businessmen in Libya started coming over to Malta, importing our cakes on a speedboat, and what we started noticing was a sudden increase in sales in our muffins going over to Malta. So as a result of that, we established a really strong link with a Libyan importer of
The low pound has been the icing on the cake for everyone. Perfection Foods now have their sights set on Brazil and Africa, Frappuccino on America. And with more Midlands products finding their way into the rest of the world, it can mean only one thing for the strength of our own weakened economy. Sarah Falkland, BBC Midlands Today.
Now, up to 150 cancer patients are to benefit